Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to continue with our chapter Connectors. Now, this is part number 18. So, till now, we have already covered 17 parts of connectors. So, let's begin this part. Let us see what we are going to discuss in this session today. Well, in this lecture, we will cover the following topics. And what are the following topics? Let us see. First of all, we'll discuss in addition to. Well, we had started in our earlier session the connectors of addition. So this is also the one of the types of connectors of addition, that is in addition, and you can see in bracket it is written two because we can have two types of connectors. One is in addition and another one is in addition to. Okay, so we are going to discuss both of them. After that, we'll discuss also, then besides, and then likewise. Four of these connectors are very important and very simple to use. Let us use these connectors in our speech. Okay, so let's begin this session. Well, we are going to discuss first of all in addition to. Okay, now first of all, let us discuss the meaning of in addition to. In addition to is a phrase used as a connector for addition in English grammar. What is addition? When we add something, when we add extra information to our information or to the information given, when we add something to that, that is known as addition. Okay, when we join something extra with it, that is called addition. It serves to introduce supplementary information, adding more details or examples to what has already been mentioned. It means something we have already said and something extra which is relevant to this topic, which is related to this topic, or which emphasizes this topic, or which gives us extra information about this information. That information, when we join in the same sentence or after the same sentence, which is related to the previous mentioned statement, that is known as the extra information. And this connector that we are using over here, we can use in addition to join these sentences together. So we can use in addition to introduce that particular extra information. Okay, now in addition, now if we use in addition only without to, okay, it means we are not using to over here, we are using this in addition alone. When used alone, in addition functions as a transitional phrase linking separate sentences or clauses. When there are two sentences which are separated, or you can say which are different clauses and complete in themselves, we are using in addition. Okay, it signals that the writer or speaker is about to provide more information or further example related to the previous point. For example, now example matters here. The museum offers educational tours. In addition, it hosts interactive workshops for students. Now, we are providing some more information about the same museum. First of all, the quality or the thing about museum is said in the previous statement, that is, the museum offers educational tours. So, this is one point about museum. In addition, shows something extra about this museum, or you can say when it provides something in complement or complementary. It hosts interactive workshops for students. So this is extra functioning of the museum, which has been shown in the later statement with the help of in addition connector. Okay, now when we use in addition to, this form is used to add one thing to another within the same sentence. It means there are two types. If we are making two separate clauses together, we can use in addition. But if we are using we are joining some clause or some phrase to the another phrase of the same sentence, we use in addition to. Okay, we add in addition to. Okay, um, it is followed by a noun or the noun phrase. It means you can say that in addition to serves as a preposition, whereas in addition serves as the conjunction. Okay, this is the main point. In addition to being a talented artist, she is also an accomplished musician. Now, in this sentence, you can see that we are not joining two sentences together. In fact, we are using some extra information or some extra skill about a person in within the same sentence. Okay, in addition to being a talented artist, okay, it means he is a talented artist as well as an accomplished musician. Okay, so we are using this in addition to in the same sentence when we are adding that this in addition to is showing us some skill, and after that we are mentioning some extra information about the same person. Okay, so in this manner we can use in addition to. So in addition to being a talented artist, she is also an accomplished musician. Okay, I hope you got this. Now whenever we have in addition, what happens simply, we are joining two sentences together. Okay, one sentence and another sentence. So here it serves as a conjunction, because the function of conjunction is to join two sentences together. Okay, so here it is used as a conjunction. Okay, but if we use in addition to generally begin a sentence. Okay, in addition to um okay wait, I have written something wrong, let me clear this. So in addition to, this is generally a preposition, or it is generally used as a preposition, which makes the um, complete sentence, or which is used to join a skill within the same sentence. Here we are writing the entire sentence or the structure like subject plus verb, here as well subject plus verb, but here we write the noun phrase, and um, after that we write the entire sentence, that is subject plus verb like structure. Okay, so here we can write in addition to can begin a sentence, it is used as a preposition, whereas in addition is used as a conjunction. As I told you in the beginning of the chapter connectors, that there is a difference between connector being conjunction and being a preposition. We have already learnt that when we are joining two sentences together, it means we are making the conjunction connector as a conjunction, or we are using connector being conjunction. But when we use connector in within the sentence using just joining the noun phrase with the entire sentence, that is known as connector being preposition. So this is the basic difference between in addition or in addition to, which can be seen clearly. Now, uses of in addition to. Okay, so here we are going to discuss both the points. One is in addition and another one is in addition to. Adding information or points. In addition is used to introduce an extra piece of information, further point, or additional argument that supports or elaborates on what has already been mentioned. So here we have discussed about in addition. So whatever has been said, we are adding something extra to it. Okay. For example, the city has a rich cultural heritage. This is one sentence. After that, in addition, it offers. Now what it means the city, so we are talking about the city only, we are elaborating some more points about it. Okay, so it offers a vibrant culinary scene. Culinary means the food style and all. Okay, or the cooking style. So here we can see that we have been given some extra information about the same city. By adding in addition, we are joining that particular extra information within the with the previous statement. Now, introducing examples, it can be used to introduce examples or further evidence that reinforce means make a strong previously made point. Okay, there are several reasons for the project's delay. In addition, the recent weather conditions have slowed down progress. So, we have mentioned over here about the project that there are several reasons for the project's delay. It means there are some flaws, or there are some more points. Moreover, or you can say in addition. So, in addition over here plays like the connector moreover. Okay, so in addition, it means something addition is there, that obviously we are facing some issues, that is why this project is facing the delay. uh, on the you can say in addition or moreover, it means there is another point as well, there is another reason as well. So another reason can be shown with the help of in addition, that the recent weather conditions have slowed down progress. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Now this one is linking ideas. Both in addition and in addition to function to link ideas, showing that the information following them is related to and builds upon the previous statement only. For instance, in addition to his skills in engineering, he has a strong background in computer science. Now, here you can see that in addition to his skills in engineering, okay, so though he's skilled being an engineer, okay, in addition to he has a strong background in computer science, so this is extra quality of him that can be seen in this sentence. Okay, so in the sentence we can say that we are you can say praising or extolling a person who has various skills in him. Okay, now this is something extra about a person which is beneficial. Okay, now specifying additional elements. In addition to is often followed by a noun or a noun phrase. Now, whenever we write in addition to, it is followed by a noun or the noun phrase, indicating that the additional element is the part of a larger set of group. Okay. In addition to English, she speaks Spanish and French. It means she knows three languages. One is English, another one is Spanish, and another one is French. So she, in addition to English, she speaks Spanish and French. It means she speaks besides English. She speaks Spanish and French as well. Okay, so this is somewhere you can say used like besides and also. Okay, enhancing arguments in persuasive or argumentative writing. In addition and in addition to are used to add further arguments, evidence, or details to strengthen the case being presented. Such connectors they are widely used and they play a vital role in strengthening the previous said statement. So this is very important about these type of connectors. These should be used formally in spoken and written, so that you can make your you can say you can make your communication more emphasizing or convincing. Now, structure of in addition to. In addition, first of all, we'll discuss in addition. Placement in a sentence. In addition is commonly placed at the beginning of a sentence or clause. It introduces additional information relating to the previous sentence. It means though it begins the sentence, but it cannot begin the story. It means it can begin the sentence which is related to the previously said statement. Whereas, if we talk about in addition to, that begins the fresh sentence. Okay, the study was comprehensive. This is one statement. In addition, it was conducted over a prolonged period. Now you can see that in addition is introducing a clause which is actually related to the previous one, though it is beginning the sentence, but it is not beginning the entire concept or the story about that sentence. Okay, you can say it is adding something, but only it is adding that particular point, or it is beginning that particular point which is basically related to the previous said statement. I hope you understood this. Followed by a comma when used at the start or at the starting of the sentence. In addition is usually followed by a comma. This punctuation marks the beginning of the additional information. Linking sentences. It links the sentence it introduces with the previous sentence, adding more information or a new point that it reinforces or elaborates on the previous statement. Used within a sentence. In addition to is used within a sentence, followed by a noun or the noun phrase. It indicates that what follows is included along with what has already been mentioned. Okay, so in addition to is generally used within the sentence. It generally begin the sentence and it is followed by a noun or noun phrase which is related to the another parts of the sentence. In addition to the required courses, so we are beginning this sentence with in addition to, and after in addition to we can see the required courses. So the required courses is the noun phrase. Okay, this is the noun phrase. Okay, and it is related to she enrolled in several advanced workshops. It means the structure will be like in addition to. First we'll write in addition to. After that we write either a noun or the noun phrase. Okay, this is the noun or the noun phrase, and after this we write subject It means the entire sentence plus verb plus whatever the thing is. We have the subject complement or the object after it. So this is the entire subject sentence structure. And in the beginning of the sentence we have noun or the noun phrase. So we are not joining two sentences together. In fact, we are making the noun phrase, we are joining the noun phrase with the other part of the sentence. Okay, but it is used within the same sentence and it is beginning the sentence. Moreover, preceding the additional element, the phrase precedes the element that is being added. In addition to the noun and noun phrase, then subject plus verb plus predicate. Okay, now connecting elements, basically subject and predicate are the two parts of the sentence. We need not write verb then. Okay, it connects the additional element to the rest of the sentence, showing that is it is an extra item or aspect along with the others already mentioned. Now it connects the additional element to the rest of the sentence, showing that it is an extra item or aspect along with the all others already mentioned. It means whatever has been mentioned in the statement, this in addition to is introducing something extra, or it is an emphasizing element about the same person or the same thing which we are talking about. Okay, now, rules associated with in addition and in addition to. Introducing supplementary information. In addition is used to introduce additional information or points that supplement or support what has been previously stated. It often precedes a new sentence. For example, the city has many historical sites. In addition, it offers a variety of cultural experiences. So, it is the another advantage of the same city. Connecting related elements. In addition to is used within a sentence to add one element to another. It is followed by a noun or a noun phrase. For instance, in addition to being a skilled pianist, she's an excellent composer. So she has two qualities. One, first of all, she's a pianist. It means who plays the piano, and other one that she's an excellent composer. Okay, so this is something extra quality of her that has been said or mentioned. Now the another rule is placement in a sentence or placement in sentences. In addition is usually placed at the beginning of a sentence and is followed by a comma. In addition to is incorporated within the sentence structure and directly precedes the additional element. Relevance and coherence. This The information introduced by these phrases should be directly relevant to the preceding statements. This is really, you can say, conceptual and implied, that as you are just making the sentence in a flow, or you want to make the transitional sentences, it means whatever has been previously mentioned, the another point which you are adding using these any of these connectors or either of these connectors, this particular extra information should relate to the previously said statement only, or whatever noun phrase you are joining with in addition to, that should be relevant or related to the another part of the sentence. Okay, ensuring coherence and logical flow of ideas. This will really ensure the coherence of the sentence. It means sequence of the sentence and also the logical flow of ideas. That is very, very important in this. In a formal tone, both phrases are common in formal writing and speaking, such as academic writing, professional reports, and formal presentations. They are less common in casual conversation. Okay, avoiding redundancy. While in addition and in addition to are useful for emphasizing supplementary information, they should be used judiciously to avoid redundancy and maintain the impact of the addition. Now, while in addition and in addition to are useful for emphasizing supplementary information, it means some information which is extra and strong and making the previous statement stronger. They should be used judiciously. Judiciously means fairly, to avoid redundancy, so that duplicacy should be avoided and maintain the impact of the addition. It means whatever has been added, it should be relevant and it should be required. Okay, you should not need anything unnecessarily. enhancing arguments. It should not be like that you are saying the same sentence multiple times. No, it is not like that. You should add something extra. You should not write the same sentence in another manner. That will be incorrect. Okay. Now, enhancing arguments in persuasive or argumentative writing, these connectors can be effectively used to add further arguments, evidence, or details, thereby strengthening the case being presented. So this strengthening word is a vital word over here. It plays a vital role because strengthening means that whatever extra we are adding, it should be making strong that particular statement that has been previously mentioned. Okay, so this plays a vital role, or this shows the vital function of the connector in addition or in addition to. Okay, now let us have some examples of in addition to. First of all, we'll take the example of in addition. The museum is renowned for its ancient artifacts. In addition, it hosts a wide range of contemporary art exhibitions. In this example, in addition introduces a new sentence that provides supplementary information about the museum. Okay. Example 2, he has extensive experience in marketing. In addition, he possesses advanced skills in digital analytics. Here, in addition adds further information about his skills, enhancing the initial statement about his experience. Now, we'll discuss some examples of in addition to. Example 1, in addition to being a talented musician, she also excels in graphic design. In this sentence, in addition to connects her talent as a musician with her skills in graphic design, showing that she has multiple skills or she is multi-talented. Okay. Now the next one, in addition to the main course, the restaurant offers a variety of vegetarian options. This example uses in addition to indicate that the restaurant's menu includes vegetarian options alongside the main course. Okay. Now we'll discuss another connector that is also. So here, from here we'll start with another connector that is also. Okay, so let's begin this part. First of all, we'll discuss meaning of also. Also is a commonly used adverb in English grammar, functioning as a connector for addition. So when we add something extra to the information which is already given, there we use also. It is used to add information, emphasizing that something is included along with other items or facts mentioned. Also is a connector that adds additional information or items in a way that is inclusive and additive, enhancing the comprehensiveness of the expressions. It means whatever is given, you must comprehend it, you must understand it. Okay. Also is widely used. You must have used also in your life many times. In fact, in your daily routine. For example, if I say that um, I like Indian food, also Italian food. So this is something additional that I'm adding. So um, I went there also. Okay, it means I went there also. It means also I went there. Okay, it means it is adding something extra to it. Yes, one thing is very special about also, that position of also matters a lot in a sentence. Though informally we can use it anywhere, but formally it matters. How? We'll discuss it later on. Well, now we'll discuss uses of also. First of all, to add information. Also is primarily used to introduce an additional piece of information or idea that is lined with what has already been mentioned. It means what has already been said, we are adding something extra to it, and thereby we are using also. For example, he plays the guitar and he also sings. Okay, so there are two qualities in him. First of all, he plays the guitar. Another thing, that he sings as well. He also sings. So here we are using also. Well, also can be substituted with the word as well. Okay, to as well also, they serve the various concepts. They serve the same concept, in fact. Second, placement flexibility. Unlike some other connectors also can be placed in different parts of a sentence, it can appear at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, depending on what is being emphasized. But one thing you should remember, that we avoid using also in the end of the sentence. We can use it in the beginning of the sentence, that is fine, that is usable. We can use it in the middle of the sentence, but it should be avoided to use in the end of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. uh, there we can use some other words like to, like as well, but we should avoid using also in the end of the sentence, though informally we can use it anywhere. In fact, we use beginning if we want to use this in the beginning. Also, we need to consider the budget constraints. Now, something should have been already mentioned before it, or should have been already said about it. We are adding something extra to that particular point. Okay. Now, middle, we need also to consider the budget constraints. We need to consider the budget constraints also. So here we can see in the beginning, in the middle, or in the end. So there is a flexibility of using this also in any part of the sentence, but this that also after the whatever has been followed by um, followed after also, or you can say whatever is following the word also, it should be extra information to what has previously mentioned. And the second point which is relevant, that we should avoid using also in the end of the sentence. Used with verbs, when also is used in a sentence, its placement can vary with the type of verb. With be verbs and auxiliary verbs, it is usually comes after the verb. For example, she is also a talented painter. So we are using this also after is, that is helping verb or the auxiliary verb, and she is also a talented painter. Okay. With the action verbs, okay, it is not actually helping verb, but this is auxiliary primary verb. Okay, so also a talented painter. With action verbs, it often appears before the verb, like she also writes poetry. This is very very important. We have two types of verb, that is auxiliary, one is auxiliary verb and another is the main verb. Okay, so whenever we write also with the main verb, it should come before it. Okay, and if we use it in the auxiliary verb, with the auxiliary verb, it should follow it. Okay, so this is the difference between also with auxiliary verb and also with the main verb. So this is the basically difference between this. Okay, now connecting ideas also adds to the ideas or statements, contributing to a fuller understanding or providing a more comprehensive view of the subject. Okay, so it is actually adding some extra information or the idea, connecting uh, to the point which has been earlier mentioned. Okay, now we'll discuss a structure of also. So here the first point in a structure of also is placement in a sentence. So the placement of the word also, where it should be placed in the sentence. Let us discuss that. First of all, before the main verb, as I told you that in case of auxiliary verb, it should be used after it. It should follow it, and if we are using it with the main verb, we should use before it. So before the main verb, if the sentence has a main verb, also is usually placed before it. She also plays the piano. Okay, after the be verb or an auxiliary verb, if the sentence contains a be verb like is, am, are, or an auxiliary verb like has, have, will, also typically comes after it. She is also an accomplished painter. Now, beginning of the sentence also can be used at the beginning of a sentence, especially in a spoken English or less formal writing, to add a point that is related to the previous sentence or a statement. Also, we need to consider the time constraints. End of the sentence less commonly, it means we should avoid using of also in the end of the sentence. It should not be used, but in a spoken we use it. Also can be placed at the end of the sentence, but we should avoid using it in spoken as well. Only after that will improve our communication. This usage is more typical in spoken English. We need to consider the time constraint also. However, this should not be used at all. Linking ideas or adding points. also is used to link ideas by adding point that is similar or expands upon the previous one. It helps in building a more detailed and comprehensive narrative of the argument. Okay. Contextual flexibility. While the typical positions are as described, the placement can sometimes vary based on the context, the emphasis desired, and stylistic choices, especially in more informal speech or writing. Rules associated with also positioning in the sentence before the main verb generally also is placed directly before the main verb in the sentence. For example, she also writes poetry. Okay, so it is adding to some more skill about her. After be verb on an auxiliary verb, if the sentence contains a be verb like or an auxiliary verb also is placed after it, she's also interested in music. Beginning of a sentence, while less common, also can be used at the beginning of a sentence to add point, particularly spoken English or informal writing. This we have already discussed. Also, we should consider the client's feedback. It means something has been mentioned before it. Also, there is something extra that we want from the customer or the client, that we should consider the client's feedback. It means this should be uh, done in addition. Okay. Now, at the end of the sentence also can occasionally be placed at the end of the sentence, especially in spoken English. However, this is less formal and less common. We should consider the client's feedback also. However, this should not be used at all. Adding related information also is used to add information that is related to or in agreement with the previous statement. It should not introduce contradictory or unrelated information. Avoiding redundancy. Care should be taken to avoid redundancy. Overusing also, especially in close proximity, can make the sentence seem repetitive. It means if we want to make a sentence and we want to add further information about the same thing, we should avoid using also at multiple positions or multiple times. Now we can use comma, we can place comma, and after that we can use the word and. Also should be used in a precise manner. It means only one time in a sentence, or if it is required we can use it for two times, or but as less as possible. Clarity and coherence. The use of also should contribute to the clarity and coherence of the sentence. It means the sentence should be in a sequence and go smoothly in a sequence. It should clearly indicate the additional supporting information is being provided. Okay, so which is extra, which is provided information should be relevant or related to the previous statement, and it should not repeat the same thing which has been earlier mentioned in a different style. So that should not be done. Examples of also before the main verb. She also teaches Spanish at the community college. They also plan to visit the new art exhibit this weekend. Okay. After be verb or an auxiliary verb, he is also an accomplished musician. Maybe he is something else as well. It means he occupies or he accomplishes some extra talent or skill as well. Okay. So the project has also received significant funding from the private donors. It means there is something extra about him. At the beginning of a sentence, also we need to finalize the guest list by tomorrow. Also, the meeting has been rescheduled to Friday. At the end of the sentence, we need to finalize the guest list by tomorrow also. This meeting has been rescheduled tomorrow also, or rescheduled to Friday also. But this should not be used, however. Now we'll discuss another connector, and that is besides. Okay. Now first of all we'll discuss meaning of besides. Now this word is besides, not beside. There is a difference between beside and besides. Now what is besides? Let us read in this session. Besides is an adverb and preposition used in English grammar as a connector for addition. First thing about it is that it introduces additional information. Now what is the basic concept of beside? Let us see. There is a word beside Another word is besides. Now, I must tell you the difference between these two words, as well as one more word is there, that is except. So, this should be clear to all of you that what is the difference among beside, besides, and except. Now, let us take a few examples. If I say that there is a box and here is a circle, okay, suppose this is a square and this is a circle, so this is a box and this is another box, okay, this is in circle shape, it means it is a cube, and this is a circle or the sphere, okay. Now we can say the square is beside a circle, it means on the side of, or it is it is on the other side of it, it means near it or by it, okay, so that is beside. Suppose here is a tree, okay, now let me make it like this. Here is a tree, and suppose there is a tree, and here is a bunny, okay, here is a bunny. Now I don't know how to make the figures, but I'm just trying, okay. So here is a bunny, or the cat, suppose. So the cat is sitting beside the tree, okay, this is beside. The cat is sitting beside the tree, suppose this is a cat. Now if I say besides and except, so what is the difference between besides and except? Suppose I have 5 pens, okay, I have 5 pens. Let me take this. I have 5 pens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have 5 pens, and on the other side as well, I have 5 pens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now what I did when I used it, it means this is of red color. This is also of red color. This one is also of red color. This one is also of red color, and this one is also of red color. So these are 5 pens, and all are red color. I told my friend that this is of red color. Okay. Now he told me that this is red, but these are also red. It means besides this, these are also red. So besides is somewhere like in addition to. Okay. In addition to, or apart from this. Okay. Now in addition to, it behaves like in addition to. It means this is red. Besides this, these pen are red as well. Okay. So besides plays a role of in addition to. It means with this, these are also red. Now, if I have these 5 pens, what can I say? That this is of red color, 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 but the last one, this is of blue color. Now, if I say except this, all these are of red color and this is of blue color, it means except this means leaving this, all others are of red color, so that is known as except. Except means leaving one out or odd one out. Besides mean including that as well, okay, including the another thing as well, okay. So besides means that apart from this, this is also the, these are also of red colors, okay. It means apart, you can say that besides this, it means including this, all other are of the same color. But except, it means that you are making one out of the situation, or making one out of the scenario. There is one thing is odd one out, whereas besides all the things are same, you're highlighting one point, but you are making that including in all. So in case of besides, you are highlighting one and making them included with the other parts. Now, introducing additional information. As an adverb, besides is used to add more information, often implying that the additional point is obvious or already known. I don't want to go out tonight. Besides, it is too late to catch a movie. Okay, it means this is something addition, that besides, it is too late to catch a movie. Okay, it means in addition to, it is too late to catch a movie. Indicating inclusion or another team of another of another item, when used as a preposition, besides introduces something additional or extra, usually followed by a noun or the pronoun. Now besides can be used as a preposition or as an adverb. If it is used as an adverb, it is used to uh, make the verb stronger by adding some extra information which is according to the same concept that has been mentioned in the earlier point. Okay, whereas in preposition, in case of preposition, it behaves like something which is adding another items with them. Besides coffee, we also need to buy sugar. Okay, so besides coffee, it means though we have coffee, we also need to buy sugar. So we have to buy coffee, another thing that we need to buy with it, that is sugar. So we have to buy these two things. So we are highlighting coffee, but we are making that sugar is also important to buy, to be bought. In both uses, besides functions as a connector that enriches the context by adding supplementary information, often reinforcing or providing an alternative perspective to the preceding statement. Now, uses of besides. Let us discuss the uses of besides. Introducing additional points or reasons. As an adverb, besides adds extra information or reasons, often implying that what follows is an additional point or an afterthought. For example, I don't think we should invest in this project. Besides, we don't have enough funds currently. Okay, including additional items or examples. When used as a preposition, besides introduces additional items or examples in a list or discussion. It is usually followed by a noun or the noun phrase. For instance, besides the main dish, the chef prepared several side dishes. Okay, besides the main dish, it means we have main dish. Besides it, the chef prepared several side dishes. Providing additional justification. Besides can be used to provide further justification or support for a statement or decision. It often introduces a point that reinforces the speaker's argument or viewpoint. Transitioning between ideas. In both written and spoken English, besides is often used to transition smoothly between ideas, particularly when adding a new supportive point to what has already been discussed. So, whatever has been said, and we are adding information to it, the concept, the ideas should flow coherently, or you can say in a sequence. It means whatever has been earlier mentioned, the extra information should relate to the particular statement which has been already mentioned. Okay, implying known information. So sometimes besides is used to introduce information that is considered obvious or already known to the listener or reader. It can imply that additional information should be considered because it is either commonly known or self-evident, or you can say to highlight whatever has been mentioned over there. That this is also a relevant point to make that something highlight. To make that highlight, we should use besides. Okay. Now, contrasting an alternative perspective, although primarily additive, besides can also introduce a contrasting point, providing an alternative perspective or argument that previous statements to the previous statements. Now, what is the structure of beside as an adverb? First of all, it will begin. Beginning or middle of the sentence. It means besides can be used in the beginning or in the middle of the sentence as an adverb when it is used as an adverb. When used as adverb, besides often appears at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. It introduces an additional point of reason. Example at the beginning: besides, the weather forecast predicts rain all day. Okay. Example in the middle: the plan is not feasible, besides it is too costly. Followed by a comma. If besides starts a sentence, it is usually followed by a comma. This separates it from the rest of the sentence and highlights the additional information being introduced. Followed by a noun or noun phrase if it is used as a preposition. When used as a preposition, besides is followed by a noun or the noun or pronoun. It introduces additional items or examples. For example, besides coffee, so coffee is a noun. Okay, we need to buy tea and sugar. So this is the entire sentence structure with subject plus verb plus object, whereas this is either a noun or the noun phrase. Um, Within the sentence, as a preposition, besides is integrated into the sentence structure, usually near the beginning, but it directly precedes the noun or the phrase it is introducing. Common usage: linking ideas. In both cases, besides serves to connect ideas by introducing additional information, whether it be reasons, examples, or items. Enhancing arguments, it is particularly useful in argumentative or persuasive contexts where additional points can strengthen the argument or provide a broader perspective. Okay, so it enhances the arguments, or you can say it makes the arguments stronger. Now, rules associated with besides, first of all, will have positioning in a sentence. As an adverb, besides can be placed at the beginning of a sentence or clause, often followed by a comma. So we should make a comma after the word besides. It can also appear in the middle of the sentence to introduce an additional point of reason. Besides, we have another option to consider. It means in addition to this point, we have some additional point to consider, or another option. As a preposition, when used as a preposition, besides is followed by a noun or the noun phrase, it typically appears within the sentence, not at the beginning. Besides the main course, the chef also prepared a special dessert. Introducing additional information, besides is used to add information that supports, supplements, or further explains a point made earlier. It should not introduce contradictory or unrelated information. Transitional use, besides can serve as a transition between ideas or points, especially when adding to an argument or list. Okay, so besides can serve as a transition between ideas or points. It means whatever has been said, that particular information should be transferred in the another statement that we are making to support that particular argument that we have already made. Okay. Formal and informal usage, besides, is versatile and can be used in both formal and informal contexts. However, it is used in formal writing should be measured to avoid a conversational tone. Enhancing arguments and narratives, in persuasive or argumentative writing, besides is effective for adding supporting arguments or evidence. It means whatever evidence we have given or provided, uh, it should, when we are making some extra information after it, besides should make it stronger, the information that has been previously mentioned. Okay. Avoiding overuse, like all connectors, besides should be used judiciously. It means fairly to avoid redundancy and maintain the impact of the addition. Clarity and flow, the use of besides should contribute to the clarity and the flow of the sentence or text. It should clearly indicate that additional supportive information is being provided. Example of besides. Now let us have some examples of besides. As an adverb, he is not interested in joining the club. Besides, he does not have enough time for extra activities. So he's not interested in joining the club. First point. Besides, it means what is there in addition, that he does, or he also does not have time for the same. We don't need to buy a new printer. Besides, the current one still works perfectly. In these examples, besides is used to introduce additional reasons or points, enhancing the argument made in the first sentence. As a preposition, besides her expertise in biology, she is also knowledgeable in chemistry. Or we can also write the sentence like she is knowledgeable in chemistry as well. So we can use as well, and not also, but that should be used in the end of the sentence. Okay. Besides the main presentation, the conference will offer several workshops. Here, besides introduces additional information related to the subject's expertise and the conference schedule, respectively, adding more detail to the initial statement. Likewise is an adverb used as a connector to indicate similarity or comparability between two statements, situations, or actions. Likewise is often used to show that the second statement or action is similar to or agrees with the first one. Likewise can be used as a polite response, meaning in the same way or me too. Showing similarity in actions or behaviors. Likewise is often used to demonstrate that something is the same or same in nature. So this is another connector that we are discussing right now. As you can see, it is it over here. Now we have already started another connector, that is likewise. Now likewise is an adverb used as a connector to indicate similarity or comparability between the two statements, situations, or actions. It means when we compare two situations, or when we provide two information, but the another one is similar to that of the previously stated statement. Okay, so likewise is often used to show the second statement or action which is similar to the previous statement. That is, if we are saying another statement, that should be similar to the statement that has already been mentioned. So, showing similarity in actions or behaviors, likewise, is often used to demonstrate that something is the same or similar in nature. He is passionate about environmental issues. Likewise, his sister is actively involved in conservation efforts. So, likewise means similarly. So, likewise is just like similarly. Okay. As a polite response in conversations. In spoken English, likewise is frequently used as a response to express mutual feelings or to return a greeting sentiment. For example, suppose I say to my son that I miss you. And he says to me that I miss you too, or I too miss you. So, this is the same thing that he can say likewise. Likewise means me too. So, in that manner, we can use likewise. So, as a polite response in conversations, in spoken English, likewise is frequently used as a response to express mutual feelings. So, as I gave you the example, if I say to my son that I miss you, he can say me back that he miss me too. So, that me too can be substituted with likewise. For example, if someone says pleased to meet you, you might respond with likewise. Okay, so you need not say him I am also pleased to meet you, or you can say same here. You can also say I too am pleased to meet you. So you can pleased to meet you too, you can say in this manner as well. You can substitute all these things with the word likewise. Likewise will make the same statement in return. Connecting parallel ideas or arguments. In writing, likewise can be used to link ideas or arguments that are parallel or similar in nature, thereby adding to the coherence of the text. The first study showed a decrease in pollution levels. Likewise, subsequent research confirmed this trend. It lists to indicate similarity. When listing items or points, likewise can be used to introduce an item that is similar to the ones previously mentioned. For instance, the program benefits teachers. Likewise, it offers advantages to students. To reinforce points, likewise can be employed to reinforce a point by drawing a comparison to a similar situation or fact. For example, just as the economy is recovering, likewise, the job market is showing improvement. Now, structure of likewise placement in a sentence. It can be used in the beginning or end. Likewise can be placed at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. When used at the beginning, it is often followed by a comma. For example, likewise, her research focuses on renewable energy, or her research focuses on renewable energy likewise. As a response in conversational context, likewise is frequently used alone as a response to a statement or greeting. For instance, if someone says it was great to meet you, you might respond with just likewise. Linking similar ideas or statements. Likewise, is used to link ideas, actions, or statements that are similar to have parallel structure. It shows that the second element is similar to the first in the same way, in some way. John is passionate about literature. Likewise, his sister is an avid reader. Okay, so they are both have same interest. Okay, they both have same interest. Following a statement or clause. When used within a sentence, likewise follows the statement or clause it is comparing with. It serves to draw a parallel or highlight a similarity. For instance, the company is expanding its operations in Asia. Likewise, it is increasing its investment in European markets. Not introducing contradictory information. Unlike connectors that introduce contrast, such as however or but, likewise should not be used to introduce information that contradicts the previous statement. As we are showing the similarity of the two ideas, we cannot use this connector to show the contradiction. Rules associated with likewise, indicating similarity or parallelism. Likewise is used to show that something is similar to or an agreement with the previous statement or idea. It should be used when there is a clear parallel or similarity between the two elements. Placement in a sentence, beginning or end, likewise can be placed at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. When used at the beginning, it is typically followed by a comma. Likewise, the new policy will also impact small businesses. As a standalone response in conversational English, like can be used on its own as a polite response, implying mutual feelings or agreement. Not introducing contradictory information, unlike connectors like that introduce contrast such as however or but, likewise should not be used to introduce contradictory or contrasting information. Now, as you know well that whatever you are saying and you want to say some extra thing which is similar to that particular thing that you have already said. Now contradiction cannot be there. If two statements are in contradiction, they cannot be connected with the word likewise. Why so? Because in contradiction we are showing the opposite ideas, whereas using likewise means we are showing the similar ideas in the next information as well. Context of use, likewise is suitable for both formal and informal contexts. However, it is used in formal writing should be carefully considered. Okay, its use in informal writing should be its used in formal writing should be carefully considered to ensure it fits the tone and style of the text. So if you're using it formally, you should keep in mind that this should be used in a proper frame of sequence. Clarity and relevance. The use of likewise should contribute to the clarity of the sentence. The similarity or agreement it indicates should be clear and relevant to the context. Avoiding overuse. Uh, as with all connectors, avoid overusing likewise to prevent redundancy and to maintain the effectiveness of the connection it provides. Examples of likewise. Now let us have some examples of likewise. As a link between similar ideas, the first study found a significant decrease in sales after the marketing campaign. Likewise, the second study reported similar results. He is dedicated to his work. Likewise, his colleague is known for her commitment. At the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Likewise, the company's new policy will benefit both employees and customers. The technology is not only efficient but also environment friendly. Likewise. As a standalone response in conversation, person A, I really enjoyed the conference. Person B, likewise. It means he too enjoyed the conference. To show agreement or similarity in actions or behaviors. Just as the software simplifies data analysis, likewise it enhances data security. Okay, it means similarly it enhances data security. The government is increasing investment in renewable energy. Likewise, private companies are boosting their green initiatives. So these were all connectors that we have discussed in this session. I hope you have understood the concepts of all the connectors that we have read in this session. I hope you find the session beneficial. And if you want to learn more connectors, be connect with me in future as well. Thanks to you.